Good morning. My name is Robin Despard.
And I'm Alicia Frazier.
First, we'd like to take the time to thank you for listening to our speech, but also for allowing us to collaborate together. This is something that we've talked about for as long as we both can remember.
Both Robin and I think that having the chance to share both of our stories, especially with them being so different, we'll be able to reach a broader audience.
So without further ado,
we will start. President LeBlanc, Provost Lynott, Dean Lorenz, distinguished faculty, families, and fellow members of the class of 2016. Good morning. I'm Alicia, and when I think of my SNHU story, it is filled with giving tours to prospective students and traveling overseas to give back to communities.
And I'm Robin Despard. My story is filled with group presentations, keeping up with the fast-paced environment of the president's office while stopping for cookies at the dining center.
Our stories are very different. However, combined, they mirror many of those each of you carry. Think back to your first experience on campus and how you chose to write your story.
We want to share what we have learned to be the three biggest pieces, not just of my story, Alicia's story, but our story.
There needs to be a main character, you. This person has to be willing to step outside their comfort zone. Without this adventure and challenge, you risk your story being boring. Life's too short to have a boring story.
The main character cannot just be ordinary. Drive and determination are essential to ensure that your story is carried out. You must put in the effort to make the most of your college career and be prepared for life after.
Second, every story requires time. It is a careful balance between letting life happen and creating your own luck.
It is important to never take time or resources for granted. The resources at SNU have prepared us to take the next step after graduation, wherever your path may take you. This doesn't mean we still can't utilize these resources in the future.
Finally, we learn that the most important part of any story is its characters. Speaking to each of you today, I see faces I have shared class with, faces that I know as a friendly stranger in the hallway, and faces of those who have grown from friends to family. Without all of these characters, each of our stories wouldn't be the success it is now as we write the last pages in this chapter together.
So often, we don't realize how much certain people impact our lives. We have all met lifelong friends and mentors. When continuing on our professional journey, it is important to remember to keep an open mind and be a lifelong learner. Meet people who grew up differently than you. Find out their story. I promise you, the way you see the world will be forever changed.
Our challenge to you is this. Right now, think of the 5 most important people sitting among you. Make a promise to yourself to write these characters into the next chapter of your story. They will make you a stronger main character
and remind you the importance of time. Make your story unique.
And remember, it's always a work in progress. The last time from us, but certainly not the last time today.
Congratulations, class of 2016.